transistor in which
one N-type material is placed between two P-type
materials. Yes. So such type of transistor is called Pnp transistor. It is a current control device.
Wait, so I've written down that paragraph. Now what else do I write? I didn't hear you.
It is a current controlled device.
Current controls device.
Yes.
Yep, I've written that down.
Okay. Now you have to write in Npn transistor. In Npn transistor, the flow of current runs from collector to the emitter.
So in Npn transistor, the flow of current
runs from the collector to the emitter.
Okay, the collector to the emitter.
Yes. In Pnp transistor,
okay, in Pnp transistor,
the flow of current runs from emitter
to collector.
Yes.
Yep, I've written that down.
Then you have to write a Pnp transistor.
Okay. A Pnp transistor
switches on,
switches on. Switches on.
Yes.
Okay.
So a Pnp transistor switches on when there is no flow of current at base.
Pnp transistor switches on
when there is no flow of current at the base.
Okay, when there is no flow of current at the base.
Yes. An Npn transistor.
Okay. An Npn transistor
gets power when the flow of current runs runs through the base. Yes. So these are the basic difference between NPN and PNP transistor. And also we know that transistor is what? Tell me, what is transistor?
Didn't really give like a specific definition. I think
I have given you the transistor.
Was it not essential electronic components that are used to amplify signal?
Yes, exactly. So transistor is a semiconductor device or essential device component used to amplify the electrical power or signals. Okay. And they are of two types, NPN and PNP. So you have to remember that they are made from a semiconductor. Okay, and I have also given you the definition for semiconductor. So that is sufficient to know. Yes.
So transistors are like a semiconductor. So PNP and NPN are made from semiconductors. Technically.
Yes. So like PNP and P, and this is N doped, P doped. These are semiconductors. Okay.
Okay, these are both semiconductors.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is sufficient to know about transistors.
Okay, and then so that's like what's on transistors, like the basic information.
Yeah, this is about that. Like that's, I think that's enough. There's no Yeah, that's all. Like I have given you the definition, basic difference. So that's it.
Okay, and what about
LEDs.
yeah, LEDs?
Yes. So you just write this down. First, I'm just drawing how to represent LEDs. So LEDs are like this. So this is how we represent LED. So below LED, like in brackets, you have to write the full form, that is light emitting diode. Draw this one first and then write this.
Yeah, I've written it and I've drawn it as well.
Okay, so this is light emitting diode. LEDs produce light. Then after this you have to write LED
Yeah, LEDs
produce
produce
light
light
when a current flows
when a current flows
through them
through them
in the forward direction.
in the forward direction.
Yes. They are used for.
So is this like a new sentence?
Yes.
They are used for
Indicator lights.
indicator lights
Indicator lights in electrical equipments.
in electrical equipment.
Such as computers and television sets.
Such as computers and
Television sets.
television sets.
Now you have to write that LEDs in the next sentence. LEDs use much smaller current.
LEDs use a small amount of current.
Yes, they use a much smaller current than other types of lighting.
They use much smaller
Current
than
other types of lighting.
other types of lighting.
Yes.
I've written it down.
Yes, so that is about LEDs. And like there's nothing more to know about LEDs. The basic definition, their notation, and what exactly they work on, which means when the light flows in forward direction, then only LEDs work. Okay.
Okay, so like if you like go back to SQA questions on Skype,
Yes,
like
yes.
the questions that I sent you.
Yes, I'm just.
Yeah, I'm just seeing which page it was. Yeah, it's question 10. Let me know once it's on question 10.
Okay, I have opened this. Okay, and also last time I haven't noticed this question one, that it's weight written. Wait a minute. Okay. The very first question, part
Yes.
A, weight and acceleration, it was weight written, so it's A, like both vectors, it's A then.
Okay, but how is weight?
Because weight is basically, because I thought it's mass written, Mass is your, it's just kg, like 40 kg, 50 kg, that is mass. But weight is always mass times gravity, right? So mass
Yeah.
times gravity is what? It's a force.
Okay, so it will be weight and acceleration.
Yes.
Okay, just let me know once you find question 10.
Yeah, that I'm looking for. Okay, yes. So a student sets up the circuit and you just have to tell, okay, wait. Yeah. So a student set up the circuit shown. In which circuit will both LEDs be lit? So you tell me, LEDs can be lit when the current always in forward direction, right?
Yeah.
So you try to answer me like which one can be correct.
Let me see. So when it's going in forward direction.
Yes.
So it must be B. Is it B?
So how current will flow? Like from which part to which part? It from higher end to lower end, right?
Yeah.
So see, it can be B. It should be. It's not B. It's another answer. Try to think another one.
I just thought like since it's both going in forward direction.
Forward direction, which means, see, if I draw this here. Wait a minute.
And after answering this question, can we then also do LDRs?
Yes, Ldrs, resistors, yeah, definitely. Okay. Wait a minute, I can't find my pen. Okay, now it's. See, if you draw this circuit and current is flowing in this direction, then LED will light up when it's like this. Okay? Is that clear?
Yeah.
And if it's like this and current is coming like this, then this is, here it's a forward one, but now here it's a backward one. Is that clear? Because current is coming from front side here.
Okay, so yeah, kind of. So can I actually take a picture of that or draw it even?
Yeah, you can draw it.
Just so I know. So like basically, so first of all, on the top part, it's coming forward. So like LED is lit, I could say.
Yes.
And then, but because so it's forward, it's also forward. But then when it goes around and there's another LED here, that then means then this is going backwards, so it's not lit.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it's not B.
Yeah.
But then if I think then maybe it's because let me see. So oh, is it E?
Yes.
Is it E?
Yes, exactly. So this is E.
Okay, wait, let me just copy down E and then explain.
Okay. So have you written this?
Yeah, I just do like a circuit, like explaining how it's lit.
Okay.
So yeah, so I just wrote that, and then I'm just seeing if there's any more questions on here. Well, one can actually, is it fine if we, for like looking at other questions, to go over LDRs, so light dependent resistors?
Yes, thermistors and LDRs.
Okay.
Okay.
So first of all, you go over LDRs.
Yes, okay. So for LDRs, it's light dependent resistor. So you have to, this is the symbol for LDR.
And also, do LDRs, do they change resistance depending on light level, right?
Yes.
So,
Okay. So LDR are light dependent resistors.
okay.
And they are used to detect light levels. So right, LDRs
Okay.
are used to detect light levels. For
Yeah,
example,
written that.
for example, in automatic security lights,
Yeah, in automatic security lights.
yes, their resistance decreases as the light intensity increases.
Their resistance increases.
Decreases as the light intensity increases.
Okay, the resistance decreases as
The light
the
intensity increases.
light intensity increases.
So that means in the dark there are low light levels, so the resistance of LDR is high and little current can
So,
flow through it.
so just to like let me know, should I put in the dark light levels are low, so therefore,
Resistance of LDR is high.
okay.
And in bright lights, in bright
And in
light,
bright light,
the resistance of an LDR is low.
the resistance of an LDR is low.
Yes.
Yeah, I've written that down.
Okay. So this is the basic definition of LDR, and I don't think so that it requires more detail.
Okay, so like let's say if in a circuit, like 1 second, can I draw on here?
Yes.
If you're able to clear the board, please. Or, I mean, I could even draw it here, but
Yeah.
okay. So, for example, if there was like, I don't know, like if there is a circuit like this, but just in case, if there was, let's say, like, the circuit that like had LEDs, right? So the one
Yes.
that the one that was like this, and then so what if here, like So like here was a light LDR, like there was an LDR here.
Yes.
Then would that change like anything to do with the circuit, or like would that change anything about the circuit, like of its LEDs being lit, or
Okay, so like if this is LED, will this change, like what kind of change?
like any kind of change to the circuit?
No, like since they all are connected in series, so it will not impact any change. It will not have any change.
Like I'm saying, like to the resistance.
Yeah, it's the thing is, it depends on the light intensity. Like if the light intensity is higher, then this resistance will be what? Lower. So definitely the value of current will be higher, but thing is, whatever be the current here, the same current will be here. It passes the same amount of current. Okay.
Okay, so nothing will change in the circuit.
Yes, like the amount of current remains the same.
Okay, that's fine. That's one of the things I want to ask. And the other thing was that if we can also go over thermistors.
Yes, okay. So thermistor,
So that's like, I think it's changing resistance depending on temperature.
yes. Okay. So you write that thermistors are used as temperature sensors.
Are used as temperature sensors.
For example, in fire alarms.
For example, in fire alarms.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, resistance decreases as the temperature increases, or resistance increases as the temperature decreases. These can be two cases. Okay. It's not always that resistance decreases and temperature increases, but in some resistance decreases as temperature increases, and in some resistance increases as the temperature decreases. But in most common type of thermistor, the resistance decreases as the temperature increases. Okay.
Wait, so I'm kind of confused. So basically, like any combination is possible, but most commonly, what were you saying?
Resistance
Like the most
decreases resistance decreases as temperature increases.
so as temperature increases, resistance decreases.
Yes.
So, but I'll like put like most commonly before that, right?
Yes.
So in most cases or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So at low temperatures, the resistance of thermistor is high.
At so is this also in most cases?
Yes.
And what was for the one for LED, was that like always? It was in most cases, right?
Yes. Yes.
So at low temperature,
The resistance is higher.
the resistance increases or is higher?
Higher, you can say.
Is higher.
And little amount of current flows through the resistor.
and a little amount of current flows through the resistor.
Yes.
Resistor, okay. Yep.
And you can say vice versa, which means at higher temperature resistance is low and higher amount of current flows through it. Okay.
Okay, one second. Just write that down. So at high temperature, the resistance is lower and lots of current flows through the resistor.
Larger amount of current flows through it.
And a large amount of current flows through the resistor.
Yes.
The resistor, okay. Yep, I've written that down as well.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so that's pretty much all on thermistors.
Yes.
But then also, like, what was the other thing? What about like variable resistors?
Yeah, so variable resistors are those resistors. Okay, so you just write it down. So variable resistors are the resistors
The variable resistors are the resistors
that changes their resistance
that changes its resistance
with the change in
with the
change.
Wait, what is it?
Okay, so how much you have written?
Variable resistors are the resistors that changes its resistance
With the change in
with the change in
how you can say exactly, actually it changes it by sliding the contacts.
Variable resistors are the resistors that change its resistance by
Sliding the contact over a resistive element.
with sliding the contact.
Yes, contact between wiper and a slider. So basically a variable resistor has a slider over it, and if you keep on changing the slider, its resistance changes. Okay.
Okay, so I'm confused. So what do I need to write?
So you have to write the variable resistors are the resistors which changes its resistance by sliding contact over a resistive element.
By sliding contact over a
Resistive element.
resistive element.
Yes, resistive element.
Element, yep.
The two.
So what does that
Yes.
look like? So that's what you've drawn there.
Yes, it's actually look like it's a cylindrical in shape. Actually, it's like this. And
So that's what the variable resistor looks like.
yes, and there is a metallic element over here, and if you keep on sliding this over the cylindrical part, this changes the resistance, which means if you move this up here, resistance changes. If you move up here, it resistance changes. Basically you are sliding that element over this this you can say the variable resistors, and the resistance changes. Okay.
Okay, resistance changes.
So the two types of variable resistors are Rheostat, I'm just writing it down. They are widely used in experiments like in your school labs, or they use rheostat a lot. And potentiometer.
Or rheostat or stat?
A rheostat or state, you can say anything, but it's rheostat, like STAT.
Okay.
And potentiometer.
Okay. Yeah, I've written it down.
Okay, so like that's
Is
just,
that all about
yeah.
variable resistors?
Yes.
Okay, but there's also another part that I wanted to see if we could cover. It was something to do with, well, there's here on the slide, like on my school, like on the website online, my school, it says MOSFET, MOSFET, which I don't know what does that mean.
Can you spell it? Emma?
So MOSFET.
MOSFET, right?
Yeah, and then it says metal oxide
Semiconductor
semiconductor
field
field
effect.
effect.
Yes, yes. So it's a
So what does
transistor.
this mean?
It's a transistor.
Okay, so can we go over this?
Yeah, okay. So first, for MOSFET transistor, you have to write that metal.
So should I first of all
Yes,
write that it's metal oxide?
yes, more metal
And
oxide semiconductor field effect transistor.
so metal oxide semiconductor field
Effect transistor.
effect transistor. Yep, I've written that down.
Then you have to write it's a semiconductor device
It's a semiconductor device
which is used for
which is used for
amplifying
amplifying
electronic signals.
electronic signals.
Yes.
Okay, I've written that down.
Okay. Now, also, like, you have to go through its working. That's also written there.
What do you mean, like it's working?
Like basic working, how it works.
Well, it has like a picture of it says 3 terminals, gate, source, and drain. So yeah, I think I'm supposed to know how it works.
Okay. So see.
And it has like N-channel MOSFET.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
it on like the diagram thing, it has drain, substrate, source, and gate.
Yes. Okay. So let me just show you. So, first is you should know what is N channel, what is P channel. Okay. So the basic term is gate, drain, and source. So you can say that MOSFET is a voltage controlled device. Okay, voltage controlled device that you have to write first.
Okay, it is a voltage control device.
Yes. Can you just remember when we were studying the transistor at that time, like LEDs and all that stuff? I have told you that it's a current control device, right?
No.
See, go back and read out where it's written as it's a control device, current control device.
It doesn't say that on the LEDs or the Ldrs.
No. Go back before that, like NPN, PNP transistors there.
Yeah, it's well Pnp transistor switches on when there is no flow of current at the base, and Npn transistor gets power when the flow of current runs through the base. But there's nothing about current control device. Oh wait, it's Pnp. It is a current control device. Yes, it's there on like the other page.
Yes. So transistors like this transistor PNP, NPN, the transistors that I've told you.
So they're both a current control device.
Yes. So it's a current control device, and they have what? The base, collector, and emitter, right? The three terminals they have. Whether I'm
Pardon, I didn't hear you there. Your voice got.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Please. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. So when we were studying NPN or PNP transistors, they have the three terminals, that is base, collector, and emitter, right?
Yeah.
But here, since it's a voltage controlled device, you have to write first MOSFET are voltage control device, and they have the three terminals, that is gate, drain, and the source. So these are the three terminals of that.
Yeah, I've written that down.
Okay, so by applying voltage at the gate, it generates an electrical field.
It generates
an electrical field to control the current flow through the channel between drain and source.
Between drain and source.
And there is no current.
This is a new sentence.
Yes.
There is no current
flow.
No current flow
from the gate into the MOSFET.
There is no current flow from the gate
into the MOSFET.
Gate into the MOSFET.
Yes. Now if you see their diagram, it's like this. So this is gate.
This is that supposed to be an arrow pointing to that?
Yes. Like
okay, and
yes,
is that like a square, like a rectangle?
Yes.
Okay, so is it all connected?
Yes, and this is drain here, and this is source.
Sorry.
So which means when you apply a voltage at the gate, it generates an electric field to control the flow between the drain and the source. Like when current is flowing between drain and the source, like this.
Wait, hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, hello?
Yes. Is my
I
voice
can
clear?
hear you, but I didn't hear like what you first said. Yes, but for a minute, like your voice was getting stuck. Like I didn't know something weird happened. But
Okay.
yeah, I didn't hear that when you were explaining. I didn't hear it.
Okay, so I was saying, like, if you apply the voltage here at the gate, this is the gate, and if you apply the voltage, then it generates an electrical field. Okay, a whole
Wait one
electrical
second.
field.
So is the gate, is that a separate other part, like the gate, or no? Is it the face of the rectangle?
These are the three terminals. Like you are saying that this is rectangle. Like no, this is about the circuit. Okay, it's like this one terminal, this is second terminal, and this gate is here your third terminal. Clear? So these
Okay,
terminals
so
are,
it's not connected.
yes, like,
Okay, one second. So it's just three lines together.
yeah, which means there are three terminals. Definitely they are connected to each other. It's not like they are separated out. But thing is, current flows between drain and source. That's why like it's this. Okay.
Okay, so when what were you saying about the electrical field, the gate part?
So I was saying that you have to apply, like, in order to work, that a voltage is being applied to the gate, and this in turn produces this electrical field. Okay.
1 second. So voltage is being applied to gate, which
Produces this whole electric field.
to gate, which produces an electrical field.
Yes, which
Field in order for the MOSFET to work.
yes, and this electrical field actually, I'm just explaining you. So this electric field which is produced by applying the voltage at the gate actually controls the current which is flowing in the channel. This channel from drain to source. Okay.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Could you hold on until I finish just writing the last sentence and then explain it?
Okay, like now
So,
you have written it already. You just have to go back to the definition. You just read
yeah,
out
I
the
know, like
definition.
I know you're explaining it, but I'm just saying that I didn't finish off writing the part where just like when you explained it to me, so voltage being applied to gate, which produces an electrical field in order for the MOSFET to work.
Yeah, to control actually this electric, when there is no electric field, definitely electric current is flowing here. When electric field is produced, this electrical field controls the flow of current through the
So
channel.
I don't get what you're saying. So that it's needed, like I don't know. I thought it was needed, but it's a work.
No, not needed. It generates electrical field which controls the current flow. Okay, which controls the flow of current.
Okay, so which controls the flow of current.
Yeah, which is flowing between the drain and the source. This between that channel, that current which is flowing between these two terminals, this electrical field controls that current. Is that clear?
Not, I don't know really.
Okay, so like it's a little bit tougher to understand the electronics, but see what's happening. See, in simple, An electrical field is necessary here to control the current flow. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
So that's why we have to apply the voltage here at the gate so that it can produce the electrical field. This electrical field makes the electric current to flow from drain, or like to flow the current from drain to the source. Okay,
Okay.
so that there will be no current flows from gate to the MOSFET. Clear?
Okay, but what do you mean by MOSFET? Isn't this whole thing MOSFET?
Yeah, whole thing is MOSFET. But these are three other just the terminals. Okay?
Okay. And what about the part on substrate? So what did they mean by that?
Which part?
Like in the on the website, like I mean online for school, it's like pointing towards substrate, which is like there's like an arrow to the middle, and then like the diagram that's
Like
on
this one?
my, it's different.
Okay.
Can I draw the diagram? Like if
Okay, so
you
you are
mind, like
talking about this one. Wait a minute. Like this. That you're saying?
no. Are you able to clear it? And if I quickly draw it and like,
Yes, yes.
okay. So 1 second. It might be just quicker if should I take a picture of it and send it, or should I draw it?
You just take the pic and send it to me on Skype. That will be better.
Okay. I'm sending it from computer, so I don't know if it's gonna be that clear, but
Okay, that's okay.
okay. 1 second. In fact, I'll just send it on Skype. And then until you're seeing it, I'll just like draw it as well. So then, okay, I've sent it.
Okay, yes. Yeah, exactly. Only difference is that the train, the substrate. Okay, so you're talking about that substrate, right?
Yeah, the substrate.
Okay, so like it's all like the one diagram that I've shown you, or this, it's almost same. Okay, there's no difference in that. You
But
can
1 second, I don't get like it, because it's kind of different from your drawing, so that's why I'm not really sure.
no, like see, if you draw like this or one that I've drawn, it means the same, which means there are three terminals: drain from upper side, source from lower, and gate on the left side. Okay.
Yeah, but like how you drew it, that was like 1 second. So because this, like here, there's the part where I thought you meant like arrows, right? But instead it was part of the drawing. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, never mind. If it's you're comfortable with this drawing, so we'll work according to this one.
I'm just saying that like here, right? So here, this is what I thought that it was. I thought that this part here was the drain, like this part here, and then that this part here was the source.
Yes.
And then connected them. I didn't know that because this drawing is not similar to
No,
like
connected.
this.
See, connected, which means the current is
I
flowing.
thought this was the gate. Like I thought it was like a separate piece. I didn't know it was like that. So I don't know. I'm just kind of confused, and like this part as well. Like I don't know what it means.
See, The one that I have drawn is almost the same. The only difference is that they have shown you with the other direction. That's it. Like the flow of current, they are showing you with the other direction. That's it. There's no other difference in that diagram. That one I've shown you, or the one that is in your book, or like in your online stuff. So it's exactly the same.
But
Okay.
how can you say there's like no difference? Because it doesn't, like, the inside of it doesn't look anything like the inside of that one.
See.
Like this was the circle.
See. The one that I've drawn was
And
like
then
this.
circle here.
This was the one that I've drawn. This was the drain, this is the source, this is the gate.
Yeah, but the thing I don't understand is, like, this part here, like, it's all connected up. But in that one, it's separate, and separate. And then there's this thing going on.
No. Like this, actually this is a more detailed structure, you can say. The one that I have drawn is a more detailed one, which tells you about the flow of current and their internal circuit. But here they are not showing you that they are connected. That's it. That's a overview of that. If you go on see the diagrams, it depends on how detailing you are giving. That's it. Okay.
Okay, so even if there was that, then it would look like this, right? But then I don't get this whole substrate situation. Like, why is this like a dotted kind of line from source? And what does this like arrow mean? Like, does it mean that this part is the substrate?
Okay, wait. It's so to understand the substrate, you have to understand how it works exactly, which means what happens to the drain source resistance, and what happens when you apply the voltage to the gate source, then what happens to the drain source resistance. That all stuff you have to understand, then you can understand the use of substrate. Okay.
No, but generally, like, I'm not asking about use to substrate. I'm just asking about, is this the substrate here?
No, this one, this whole you can say. Okay.
So that's not an arrow, it's the substrate.
Yeah, it's not an arrow. It's not
So
exactly an arrow.
is this not an arrow either? Is this the gate?
Yeah, this is the gate. This is the gate. This one.
Okay, so I thought when you said that it was an arrow.
No.
Okay, so then this is the gate, but then this part here, like the source, so it goes from the source to here. So this is the substrate, but then what about this like arrow? What does this mean?
This is not the arrow.
Is that a part of the substrate?
Yes.
Like, is that a
Yes, it's not an
part
arrow.
of
It's
the
a
drawing?
yes.
Okay, well, like, not exactly an arrow, but it's like in the middle, like here.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so it goes out of the circle.
Yes.
And then the source. Okay, but I just don't know, like, why the source and the substrate connect together.
Like it's not connected together. It's like they are the terminals, and this one actually current
Because in like
flows.
my school, like on that. Hey, hello?
Yes.
Hello? I don't know what
Hello.
happened. Your voice just speeded up. Yeah, it was, your voice was just stuck and then it started speeding up and I don't know what happened, but.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
So I'm just saying that like in my school, like on the stuff that I'm like learning, it just has that one slide that gives a diagram and it's like the N-channel MOSFET, and then it just like that, it just mentions the terminals and what MOSFET is. It doesn't mention the type, like it doesn't mention like why there's a substrate, but I'm assuming that I have to know what the relationship to the substrate and the source is. Like, why is it that kind of line?
Yes. So that I'll explain you in the next class. Okay.
Okay. Like, do you have a class on right now?
Yes, actually I don't have exactly can say class, but actually I have to check the papers and send it to the student. That's why.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Bye then. Have a nice day.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
You are currently the only person in this conference.